Emma hated the hallway in her apartment building. It wasn't the peeling wallpaper or the flickering lights that unnerved her, though they didn't help. It was the way the hallway seemed wrong, too long, like it stretched farther than it should. Tonight, returning late from work, the hallway seemed even stranger. The usual hum of electricity in the walls was silent, and the lights were dimmer than usual, casting long, jittery shadows. She stepped out of the elevator, her keys clinking in her hand. Her apartment was at the end of the hall, or at least it should have been. As she walked, her footsteps echoed oddly, the sound growing distorted as if the walls were stretching. She glanced back at the elevator doors. They were farther away than they should have been. The hallway didn't end. It just stretched, door after door, each identical, none hers. Panic clawed at her chest as she started running, her boots slamming against the worn carpet. The numbers on the doors were changing, out of order, nonsensical. 12A, 46B, 3F, 999. A faint sound caught her attention. She slowed, straining to listen. It was a soft shuffle, like bare feet dragging across the floor behind her. She spun around, but the hallway was empty.
Hello?
Her voice trembled, swallowed by the oppressive quiet. The shuffling grew louder, closer. She broke into a sprint again, heart pounding in her ears. The air felt thick, heavy, like it was trying to hold her back. Then she saw it, a figure at the far end of the hallway. It was just standing there, too far to make out details, but close enough for her to feel its gaze.
Please.
She shouted.
I don't know what's happening.
The figure tilted its head, unnaturally slow, then began to walk toward her. Its movements were jerky, like a puppet on frayed strings. Emma backed away, but her legs felt like lead. Her breath came in shallow gasps. As the figure closed the distance, she could finally see its face, or the absence of one. A void of darkness swirled where features should have been. A single whisper slipped from its shapeless form, cutting through her terror like a knife.
Leave.
The hallway folded in on itself, the walls twisting and the floor falling away. Emma screamed as she plummeted into darkness. When she woke, she was lying in the lobby, the flickering elevator light above her. Her neighbors found her there the next morning, shaking and clutching her keys. She moved out the next day, but the hallway wasn't done with her. No matter where she went, every building seemed to have a hallway that stretched just a little too far, and a door at the end that didn't lead anywhere she wanted to go.